Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a lunch hour photo walk that I'm taking. It is a rare moment without rain right now in early to mid-January, and I decided I was going to take this opportunity to get out while I can, bring my camera, single lens, and come to a place in my town called the Oregon Garden. And I'll explain more about the Oregon Garden here in a little bit. But I have a very limited amount of time. I have 1 hour, not only because it's my lunch hour, but because I'm taking a late lunch because I had meetings up until 2 o'clock, and the Oregon Garden closes at 3. So I have just a limited amount of time, but I've just been so itching to get out with my camera. And so I just brought the Z7II and my macro lens, and I'm just seeing what I find. The goal today is just to put in, looks like put in the reps, and that is true. How much of photography is a numbers game? You have to take 1,000 shots in order to take one that you really love. I don't know. I think there's something to that. But really my goal is just to get out with my camera and have fun while I can. So I thought I'd bring my GoPro, take you along for the ride. This will almost certainly be a very short video because I have such a limited amount of time. But we'll see what is there at the Oregon Garden in the middle of January. We'll see. We will see. Kind of like these craggy branches over there. This is kind of the consequence of only bringing one lens. Kind of limited in what I can do with the scene, but that's okay. That's part of the fun of it. This is a messy lunch hour walk. Something I love about macro photography is that you can just spend so much time, even just on a single rock. I spent probably 5 minutes over there. Easily could have spent 10 or 15. There's also just this tiny little mushroom. I could have spent 3 times as long just looking at that mushroom. That's what a macro lens makes possible. You don't need a macro lens for it, but I think it does give you something special. We should keep walking around, see what we can find. Shot. So cool. It's just, you can see it. It's kind of against the green of the shed behind. Made for kind of a nice background. One of the reasons I wanted to come out here is because I recently picked up a new hip pack from EVOC. It's a 7-liter, and I have been looking for a while for something for a hip pack or a fanny pack, something that I could easily bring one camera and one lens on a little walk like this. And I had picked up 2 other bags that I like well enough. They're slings, and they're just not quite large enough for something like this. Something with a macro lens. Z7II is just large enough that it doesn't quite fit. So I picked up this. It's by EVOC. I really like it so far. It's quite comfortable. It's spacious for this setup. I might be able to get something else in there as well. I think it's going to work out really well. Really well. After I've used it for 5 or 6 months, I might do a sort of a more in-depth review of it. But right now, I'm really pleased. Keep waiting to see the face on this thing, but I don't think it has a face. I thought maybe it was Sasquatch or something. Well, it's very unlikely that I'm actually going to do anything with this video because I only have 10 minutes left and I have not taken many photographs or much video to warrant a standalone video. Certainly not a part of my bi-weekly schedule. Maybe I'll post it as just a short extra or something, but definitely I like this idea of the lunchtime photo walk. It's just today I got here with just no flexibility, but I can see, and of course I'm making a video which slows things down too, but I can see coming back here quite a bit during this year, taking photographs and watching the Oregon garden come to bloom. The Oregon garden, I should explain, is an 80-acre garden here in Silverton with lots of different kind of mini gardens, mini zones that reflect the diversity, the botanical diversity of the Willamette Valley, specifically in Oregon more generally. So it has some managed and unmanaged forests, lots of flowers. They do Christmas lights here every year, which are beautiful. My family comes almost every year. I'm walking now by a little mini farm setup that they have, or it might be a community garden, but yeah, they have chickens and stuff. Playgrounds for the kids. It's a really cool spot. I have a little hobbit hole that kids can play in. So yeah, I'll be coming back here. Probably end up making like a little mini vlog of today, just because I think I have to be out of here in 8 minutes. I've taken maybe 3 shots, but I don't know, maybe more than 3. I took more than 3 just of that mushroom. But anyway, cool spot. I like this idea. Lunch hour photo walks at the Oregon garden. Get the blood pumping before the second half of the workday. This is what we have to do as non-full-time photographers, as people for whom this is a hobby. You know, we get out when we can, make the best of it. And that's okay. Yeah, this has been nice. Very nice. I think something that would be really cool that I've talked about for years is to someday do a calendar of photographs I've taken from the Oregon garden over the years, especially ones that would show how the garden changes over the season. I mean, there's just really not a lot that's in bloom. How do I get out of here? You know what there is a lot of right now is birds. Heard a lot of birds here today. I've taken a lot of bird photos from here over the years. So yeah, maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe I'll just keep coming this year on my lunch breaks, watch it come to life. Got some amazing volunteers here who make all this happen. But right now I gotta get back to my car. Well, if you're seeing this, it means I decided to post it. Thanks for watching. I don't know, hope you found something in here interesting. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.